everybody, and welcome to another ZOIDS build and review with the Collector 75, and this is my favourite Zoid. This is Tarantulon. Now, if you've watched my spiderzoid video that I put up, if I've uploaded it before this one, because sometimes what I do is I do a load of reviews, like for example I've just actually filmed that spiderzoid one, but I might forget what order I've done them in and upload them differently. So if I have uploaded it, if you've watched it, this is the updated version. If you haven't watched it, this is the updated version, but please, when I upload that spiderzoid video, go back and watch the original one. But anyway, so yes, so this is Tarantulon. Now this is the box. I do have the box for a couple of these Zoids. So this is the box it would have come in. As you can see, let me see if I can get the glare off this. Hold on, there we go. Just to make it a little bit darker. That's a bit better, isn't it? So yes, there you go. A cruel renegade Zoid who has defected to the mutant Reds. This traitor is a devious little monster who's fast on his feet and very deadly. That was about as much bio as you used to get on these back then. But if we turn it over, you do get like a little battle scene. You can see a tarantulon here, a slime, and a croc. And that's what I used to do, some rocks. Now, I was actually thinking of doing this. Getting some like model stuff and doing my own sort of like scenes with. I've got quite a few Zoids now, but there we go. So it says Zoids easy to build, fun to collect. With more than one, you can customize Zoids to make new monster machines of your own terrifying design. Believe me, a lot more hard than that bloody sounds. We never managed it. So here we go. Zoids war against the evils of the mutant Red Zoids. Battle after battle rages on. Who will win the next deadly encounter? And they were great little boxes, you used to find these were about like £2 or £3, maybe. I'm not quite sure if they were cheaper than that. I can't remember. We're going to pop him over to the side here. Now we're going to carry on with this, try and make it a little bit brighter. Right, so obviously this is a Spiderzoid who has been, well, if you read the comics, he was force defected to the Reds. It was either that or die. So, he didn't really exactly get much of a choice in the matter. But from what I also gather is it was only like one small colony of spiderzoids. It wasn't like every single spiderzoid. So there were still blue spiderzoids on Zoid Stars, from what I remember anyway. Right, so we got that bit on there. We're just going to stick this little bit on the ends and it will help keep everything together. Right, so I need that bit, but not yet. I need this bit. There we go. So that bit goes on there. Yeah, now this was a great Zoid. I still remember my brother, because he came home and told me actually, because he used to work and I was at school still. So one day I was waiting for him to come home from work, and it was about 4 or 5 o'clock, and he used to ride his bike home from Staines and everything. And there used to be a good toy shop in Staines called Gamblers. And so he would always used to look in there on the way home from work, because he was like about 16 odd. I was about, 10? So I might have been about 11, he might have been about 17, I can't remember. Anyway, so he would go and look in the toy shop sometimes. And I remember he came home and he was all sort of like happy. And he said, "Here, Graham, look what I've got here." And he goes, "Look, you won't believe this one." And he pulled it out. And I thought, my God, it's a red spider. How cool is that? And he goes, yeah. And then we found out, and it was absolutely great. And I can't remember if he brought another one. Can't remember now. But anyway, this, we just couldn't wait to build it. It was just absolutely brilliant. Right, so that don't go on now, so that shouldn't be on there. Right, we're going to put these little guns onto this side, just like that. Exactly. Obviously, this is exactly the same as the Spiderzoid, pretty much, apart from the new head and obviously different colours. But it's brilliant. I'm a big fan of this. This is a great little Zoid. And the great thing about these is that you can troop build them, and they were very cheap to troop build. Not that I did a lot of that back when I was a kid, mainly because most of my money did go on Transformers, so these were like an aside for me really. My brother sort of got them every now and again. We got the Zoids comic every now and again. We weren't religious on or nothing. I think by the time I actually started thinking, oh, do you know what, I'm going to start collecting that Zoids comic, it had long since finished, so I was a bit unlucky there really. Right, so that goes there. Right, I'm going to start putting these legs on now. This is what I was talking about in my Spiderzoid review, where they've discoloured. You can see sort of like this one. This one's a good grey. This one has been massively discoloured. And they sort of lose their stretchiness. They become a bit more rigid. And then they don't want to sort of stick very well. Because obviously being soft rubber, they're supposed to be a bit smaller on the actual tab they're going on. So there's a good bit of resistance there, and I'll hold it all together. Anyway, right, so this is more laborious bit, is putting these poxy legs on. And once you've done it, it's quite satisfying, but doing it, especially when you've got some of these caps that do not want to sit on there properly, and they just keep falling off time after time, that is when you're just getting totally fucked off with the things, and you just throw the fucking thing down into frustration. I don't know how many of these me and my brother bought when we were little. We always seem to go up Staines and get one. But we're forever losing all the bits. I had quite a few Zoids when I was a little kid. I used to have Hell Runners, Slitherzoids, Slimes, pretty much almost every little one. I think the only big one we had was Redhorn the Terrible, really. I don't think we had any other big ones. Oh, actually, no, I had Red Scavenger when I was a kid. That was a great Zoid. I used to have loads of fun with Red Scavenger. And I'm going to do a video on that one soon, so I've got him out ready. So anyway, so there's Tarantulon. Now, he comes with a silver pilot rather than the gold pilot, because obviously the red Zoids all had silver pilots. And there he is, and there is our Tarantulon. And he is a very, very good. He seems to be sitting over the side for some reason. I have no idea why. Let's see if he wants to work. These old motors and that. Yep, here he goes. Let's zoom in on that. That's cool, isn't it? I mean, this is great. This is proper 80s nostalgia. Anyway, right, so there it is. And what you can do is, like I say, if you get a few more, you can troop build these, and they just look pretty good. I can't remember how many of these I've got. I only found these two, but I've got boxes and boxes of Zoids, and they're not really categorized in any particular way. I think for one box, I didn't even realize where it was, and I just stumbled across it. It was loads of my loose ones. So, you know, I don't know how many of these I've got. I used to just go on eBay every now and again and buy them. Yeah, you can still find them on it, but it's not as common. And then people want silly money for them, like £30 each for it, and that's not worth it. No way. About a tenner. But there we go. Yeah, and then what you can do, I forgot, I've still got my spiderzoids out. You can also have like a little battle between your original spiderzoids and your tarantulons. You know, and that's pretty cool. I love it. I just love these things. These are absolutely great little toys. Yeah, right. So this has been Graham at the Collector 75. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and share it. Give it a big thumbs up and all that stuff. Anyway, right. This is Graham, the Collector 75. See you all next time. Bye for now.